The New York Rangers aren't just chasing a championship this season. They're on the verge of making individual history, and the personal achievements of their star players could be the secret fuel that drives the entire team. With the 2025-26 campaign almost here, several key contributors are poised to smash significant career milestones, adding compelling subplots to every game. Let's dive into the four most captivating Ranger narratives to follow this year. Artemi Panarin, the undrafted superstar's historic climb. Entering his 7th season on Broadway, Artemi Panarin is on the cusp of etching his name all over the franchise and NHL record books. For the Rangers, he's a mere 50 points away from reaching the monumental 600-point mark in New York. This would immediately place him 8th on the team's all-time scoring list, just behind Ron Greschner. And here's where it gets interesting. He'd need only 10 more points to leapfrog Greschner, putting the legendary Walt Tkachuk 68 points ahead squarely in his sights. But his personal career milestones are perhaps even more impressive, especially considering his unique path to stardom. Panarin is just 48 games away from appearing in his 800th NHL game, a staggering achievement for a player who was never drafted. Furthermore, he needs only 20 more points to hit the elite 900-point club. This would make him just the 25th undrafted player in NHL history to ever accomplish that feat. Controversy. Comment hook. This raises a fascinating debate. Is Artemi Panarin the greatest undrafted player of the modern NHL era? With a chance to pass the legendary Bobby Orr, 915 points this season, what do you think? Does he already belong in that conversation? Let us know in the comments. Mika Zibanejad, the bounce-back candidate with a point to prove. This season is about redemption for Mika Zibanejad, who is determined to silence his critics and re-establish himself as a dominant offensive force. While doing so, he's set to pass some iconic names. He's 30 games away from the prestigious 1,000-game milestone for his NHL career, and 51 from 700 as a Ranger. His very first goal this season will be a historic one, moving him past the great Mark Messier on the Rangers' all-time goal-scoring list. And this is the part most people miss. While reaching 300 goals as a Ranger, he needs 50 is a long shot this season. It would catapult him to 3rd all-time, right behind his former line-mate Chris Kreider. He's also on the verge of major special teams landmarks. Zibanejad needs just 8 power play goals to tie for the franchise's all-time lead and 9 to own it outright. On the penalty kill, he's 6 shorthanded goals away from sole possession of 2nd place on the team's list, trailing only Mark Messier. The pressure is on for Zibanejad to prove that his recent seasons were merely a dip and not a decline. JT Miller, the homecoming story continues. After a sensational return to New York last season, JT Miller is set for his first full season back in a blue shirt. The team will be counting on him to build on the immediate impact he made, 13 goals and 35 points in just 32 games. His personal milestone chase is a testament to his consistent production. He is just 15 goals away from scoring 100 with the Rangers franchise. On a league-wide scale, he's 29 games from 900 in his NHL career, and after breaking 700 points last season, now has the 300-goal mark, requiring 40 this season, in his sights. A phenomenal accomplishment for any player. He's also a mere 4 penalty minutes away from 500 in his career, a milestone that perfectly reflects his gritty, hard-nosed style of play. Igor Shesterkin, the well-compensated wall. Igor Shesterkin begins the first season of his record-breaking contract as the NHL's highest-paid goaltender, and with that comes immense expectation. But here's where it gets controversial. Can any goalie truly live up to an $11.5 million annual price tag in the salary cap era? The Rangers are betting he can, and his march up the franchise record books will be a major storyline. He is certain to play his 300th game as a Ranger this season and is 38 wins away from 200 for his career. That would tie him with John Van Beesbroek for 5th all-time in franchise wins. Furthermore, he is 4 shutouts away from 25 in his career and 9 away from 30. Reaching that latter number would see him tie John Ross Roach for 4th place on the team's all-time list. While he won't challenge Henrik Lundqvist's records just yet, Shesterkin is steadily climbing the ranks, and a Vezina-caliber season would see him fly past these milestones. These four players are central to the Rangers' quest for the Stanley Cup. Their personal journeys toward historic milestones will provide a fascinating backdrop to the team's collective goal. Achieving individual glory is one thing, but doing it while helping to bring a championship back to New York would make the accomplishment infinitely sweeter.